Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Ocean Lakes High School versus Princess Anne High School. Let's play.
Hello and welcome. This is Battle of the Brains, Central Virginia's longest running high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our teams are playing for a total of $20,000 in scholarship money this season, courtesy of Invest 529 and the E.W. Scripps Foundation. The final four teams will each get a share, the winning school receiving $10,000. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The academic athletes joining us today, the Dolphins of Ocean Lakes High School, coached by Miranda Blazer and Lisa Gibson. Ocean Lakes is a public high school in the Virginia Beach School District. It features the Math and Science Academy, started almost 30 years ago as the first of several magnet programs in the schools there. Also with us today, a team representing the current two-time reigning Battle of the Brains champions. From Princess Anne High School, the Cavaliers, coached by Jason Tomick. With about 1,800 students, Princess Anne High School in Virginia Beach is home to the International Baccalaureate Magnet Center, enrolling students from all across the city. And it's great to have all of these students with us today, and we do note that this matchup is a face-off of the teams from the championship match of last season. Today's match will be 3 toss-up rounds and a category round, and to answer, players will buzz in and wait for me to call on them. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer, though, will result in a point deduction. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, teams, welcome. Let's start with a toss-up round. He defended federalism in McCullough versus Maryland. Jackson.
John Marshall.
Correct. These echinoderms belong to the class Asteroidea. Over 1,800 species occur in all oceans of the world. What is it that generally has 5? Naman.
Starfish.
Correct. The first of them was isolated in 1806 from asparagus. In those designated alpha, the NH2 function group is attached to carbon. Clark.
Amines?
Judges?
Yes.
We will accept that. Amino acids. The opening line of this poem, I Met a Traveler from a Foreign Land, is a tribute to Ramesses II, written in 1818. Kevin.
Ozymandias.
That is correct, written by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Director Robert Wise won 2 Oscar Awards for his work on what 1961 musical based on the story of Romeo and Juliet? Frankie.
West Side Story.
Correct. What was the name of the 19th century Italian revolutionary firebrand who gained fame as the leader of the rebellion? Come on.
Garibaldi.
Correct, for the red shirts. During George Washington's 2 terms in office, who served as his vice president? Canoe.
John Adams.
Correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. What is the integral of the expression 3x squared plus 4x plus 3? Jackson.
X cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus c.
Can you repeat that for me, please?
X cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus c.
Is that is incorrect. Princess Anne? Kevin?
X cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x.
It's actually 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus c is optional. In music, what type of scale contains 12 equal divisions of the octave? Jackson?
A chromatic scale.
Correct. One quote on his Chicago statue reads, "The best that ever was, the best there will ever be." Name this North Carolina native who played for the Chicago Bulls. Newell.
Michael Jordan.
Correct. How many edges does a cube have? Jackson?
12.
Correct. What ancient manuscripts were discovered in 1947 by Bedouin shepherds? Kevin?
The Dead Sea Scrolls.
Correct. Name the fabric that was designed to replace silk, a synthetic fiber developed at DuPont by Wallace Carruthers, now used in activewear. Naman.
Polyester.
That is incorrect. Ocean Lakes? Clark?
Nylon.
Nylon is correct. All right, teams, please watch the monitors and listen closely for a video question from the Brainy Bunch. And you must wait until the question is completed before you buzz in.
The second highest wind speed ever observed by man was recorded at the summit of Mount Washington, which is located in what U.S. state?
Kevin?
Washington.
That is incorrect. Clark?
Maine.
It's actually in New Hampshire, and that wind speed was 231 miles per hour. The word ephemeral refers to anything short-lived. Jackson?
Ephemeral.
That is incorrect. Princess Anne, spell ephemeral. Kevin?
EPHIMERAL.
It is EPHEMERAL, ephemeral. Performances of this 1882 work in Soviet Russia replaced the theme God Save the Tsar. Name this Tchaikovsky overture. Jackson?
1812 overture.
That is correct, commemorating a Russian defeat of Napoleon. What is the most common disaccharide eaten by humans? Jackson?
Fructose.
That is incorrect. Princess Anne? Cameron?
Sucrose.
That is correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. A good job by our teams so far. We've got a lot more questions coming their way, though. Coming up next, we'll introduce today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains returns.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Want to catch up on the full season of play? Watch full episodes on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Ocean Lakes High School with 70 points. Our team from Princess Anne High School, 70 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead, but first let's introduce you to today's players. Let's start by meeting our team from Ocean Lakes High School. They are the Dolphins, coached by Miranda Blazer and Lisa Gibson. First up is Frankie Graniger, who is a sophomore, as treasurer of the Model UN Club at Ocean Lakes, and favorite class is AP European History. Next up is Clark Smith, who is a junior, is on the track and cross-country team, plays cello in the school's orchestra, and enjoys reading and traveling in his free time. Our team captain is Jackson Crickard, who is a senior, plays soccer, water polo, and is a musician, plays the cello, enjoys complicated board games, and hopes to study aerospace engineering. And wrapping up our team is Kashik Tata, who is a senior, is a member of the chamber orchestra at Ocean Lakes, and would like to study radio frequency engineering. That is our team from Ocean Lakes High School. Great to have you here with us this season. Now, our team from Princess Anne High School, the Cavaliers, are coached by Jason Tomick. First up is Cameron Spears. Cameron is a senior who plays the cello, is a middle child, I am too, and enjoys sleeping. Our captain is Naman Chaudhry, who is a senior, is also in the International Baccalaureate program, enjoys biology, history, and learning math, hopes to become a doctor. Next up is Kanul Vantwest, who is a senior, enjoys lacrosse, history, and aviation, would like to attend the U.S. Naval Academy. And wrapping up our team from Princess Anne High School is Kevin Ho, who is a senior, enjoys video games, and likes soccer. That is our team from Princess Anne High School, and as we mentioned, this is a matchup of last year's championship game. Now, our category round, each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they will receive a 20-point bonus. All right, teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are cartoon characters, state quarters, and completion of idioms. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. Usually by the rules, the high score team gets a first choice of category. In the case of a tie, the team that gave the last correct answer gets to go first in the category round. That is our team from Princess Anne High School. So Naman, talk it over with your teammates and let me know what category you would like to play.
I can do idioms. I don't think I can really do idioms. I can maybe do state quarters.
All right, should we just go with it?
State quarters? Okay, state quarters.
It's up to you, it's up to you, it's up to you.
State quarters.
All right. Tell me on which state quarter you will find these images. The first is an airplane and an astronaut.
Maybe North Carolina, or is it Texas, or is it Alabama? Or it could be Florida, because that's where they launch it. Florida or North Carolina? What kind of Florida? Just I think North Carolina.
That would be Ohio.
What?
Caesar Rodney on horseback.
Delaware?
Correct. The words crossroads of America.
Kansas?
Indiana. A cut diamond.
Nevada?
That would be Arkansas. Helen Keller.
Alabama?
Correct. 2 maple trees.
Vermont?
Correct. An oak tree.
Massachusetts?
Be Connecticut. A peach.
Georgia.
Correct. A sailboat in front of a bridge.
Maryland.
That would be Rhode Island. And finally, a trumpet and a pelican.
Louisiana.
That is correct. All right, people don't carry much change anymore. It's hard to keep up with what the quarters have on them. All right, Ocean Lakes, will it be cartoon characters or completion of idioms? Jackson?
Can we take the completion of idioms, please?
All right, complete each of the following idioms. The first is, for luck, to keep your fingers what?
Crossed.
Correct. To kill two birds with one?
Stone.
Correct. It's not rocket.
Science.
Correct. Once bitten, twice?
Caught.
Twice shy. Once in a blue?
Moon.
Correct. Out of the frying pan into the what?
Fire.
Correct. The pot calling the kettle?
Black.
Correct. To read between the?
Lines.
Correct. To take the bull by the?
Horns.
Correct. And to steal someone's?
Thunder.
Thunder.
Thunder is correct. Good job on that category. Both of our teams doing well in the category round, and up next they'll take on another toss-up round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow Battle of the Brains on social media.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Ocean Lakes High School, 115 points. Our team from Princess Anne High School with 95 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round of questions. And just a reminder, there's no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go. Which animal is the primary source of bacon? Jackson.
Pigs.
Correct. Which classic 1980 comedy film featured Bill Murray as the groundskeeper? Jackson.
Ghostbusters.
That is incorrect. The groundskeeper, Carl Spangler. Princess Anne? And that would be the movie Caddyshack. Coulrophobia is the fear of clowns. Clark?
Coulrophobia.
That is not the question. I will finish for Princess Anne. What is the name of the clown in Stephen King's The Story of It? Kevin?
Pennywise.
That is correct. This quantity is twice the distance between two antinodes and 4 times the distance between the ends of a half-opened pipe vibrating at its fundamental frequency. Jackson?
Wavelength?
Correct. In National League football, how many points are awarded for scoring a touchdown? Kevin?
6.
Correct. A classic example of this theory is a religious group whose prophecy fails to come true, forcing members to deal with the conflict of data and beliefs. Name this concept in which one feels, Jackson.
Cognitive dissonance.
That is correct. Feels discomfort when faced with contradictory experiences. This museum began as a royal palace built in 1190 to protect it from invaders. During the 1600s, royal families ceased to use it as a residence, and it became part of the prison system. Clark?
The Louvre.
That is correct. It became a museum in 1793. The American naval base at Guantanamo Bay is located on which island? Jackson?
Cuba.
Correct. Examples of these could be tracks, trails, and worm burrows. What type of fossil contains preserved indirect evidence of a past life? Jackson?
Trace fossil.
Correct. This 100-acre state, completely surrounded by Italy, was created in 1929. Jackson?
The Vatican.
That is correct, or Vatican City. The totality of a person's actions in life, which determines his fate in his next life. Kevin?
Karma.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Ocean Lakes. Is a long-held belief of what Asian religion? Ashik?
Hinduism.
That is correct, or Buddhism. What is the name for the Vietnamese New Year that in 1968 saw... Clark?
Tet.
That is correct. Saw a major military offensive against South Vietnamese and U.S. forces. All right, teams, look at the monitors. Here's a question from the Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is completed before you buzz in.
In science, what is the term for that which is observable to the naked eye, the opposite of microscopic?
Come on.
Macroscopic.
That is correct. The Victoria was the first ship to circumnavigate the globe. It returned to Seville in 1522. Although its commander did not survive, Canoe.
Magellan.
That is correct. He led that voyage. Founded in 1958, what do the letters NASA, stand for? Jackson?
National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
That is correct. Drawing from Robert Koch's postulates, who in his germ theory was first to suggest that diseases can be spread by?
Jon Snow.
Repeat for me.
Jon Snow.
That is incorrect. That diseases can be spread by bacteria. Ocean Lakes? Jackson?
Pasteur.
Pasteur is correct. Louis Pasteur. Deuterium oxide is used in some nuclear reactors because it slows down what kind of subatomic particle that is not accounted for in an atom's atomic number? Kashik?
Neutron.
Correct. This term, beginning with the letter D, designates a mythological hero such as Aeneas, born of one human parent. Clark?
Demi. Demigod.
Demigod is correct. Born of one human parent, one divine parent. In 1915, Edith Bowling Galt became the second wife of what sitting U.S. president? Canoe.
Woodrow Wilson.
Correct. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round just ahead, and we'll double the point value both on the positive and negative side. Stay tuned to see which team is today's winner and going on to round 2 here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Ocean Lakes High School with 225 points. Our team from Princess Anne High School, 125 points. Now for this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I finish the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, teams, good luck. This is our final toss-up round. During the 9-hour eruption in May of 1980, 57 people were killed. Naman?
Mount St. Helens.
That is correct, in Washington State. The right to vote was extended to African-American males. Naman?
14th Amendment.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Ocean Lakes. By which constitutional amendment? Jackson?
The 15th Amendment.
That is correct. Ratified in February 1870. Which specific quadrilateral only has a pair of parallel opposite sides? Kevin?
A trapezoid.
That is correct. Which two collegiate football teams play their home games in the towns of Oxford and Starkville, respectively? Jackson?
Harvard and Yale.
That is incorrect. Princess Anne? Naman?
Arkansas and Purdue.
It's actually Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Charlemagne was the most illustrious representative of what medieval European dynasty? Kashik?
Holy Roman Empire.
That is incorrect. Princess Anne? That would be I'm going to give the answer. That would be the Carolingian dynasty. One of the biblical patriarchs, he was the grandson of Abraham and the son of Isaac. Who was this man who, through his 12 sons, gave the name to the tribes of Israel? Jackson?
Joseph.
That is incorrect. Princess Anne? Kevin?
Job.
It was actually Jacob. On her first non-Hannah Montana album, Breakout, Miley Cyrus, Clark?
Wrecking Ball.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Princess Anne. Miley Cyrus covers a song by Cyndi Lauper. Name the song that appeared on Lauper's She's So Unusual album. And that would be...
Oh.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Trouble.
It would be Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. If the sum of 3 consecutive odd numbers is 51, then what is the first odd number in that sequence? Jackson?
15.
Correct. This term refers to any system of stratification with social barriers limiting one's choice of occupation and spouse. Aman?
Apartheid.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Ocean Lakes. And in which membership in a stratum is determined by birth. Name this kind of class system associated with Hinduism. Kashik?
Caste.
Caste system is correct. His 1830 first issue stated, I do not wish to think or speak or write with moderation. I will not retreat a single inch and I will be heard. Who was this abolitionist publisher of The Liberator? Jackson?
William Lloyd Garrison.
Correct. In 2020, Ford reintroduced what SUV vehicles? Kashik?
Bronco.
That is correct. This artistic movement was based on the omnipotence of a dream according to its 1920 manifesto. Kashik.
Surrealism.
Correct. Hephaestus, the Greek god of fire and the forge, a blacksmith, was identified by what name among the Romans? Kashik.
Vulcan.
Correct. What adjective describes a natural resource that is not depleted when utilized by Clark?
Renewable.
Sorry, nope. Hold on. I don't see a light.
No, we'll throw that out.
Okay.
Clear.
The first metal isolated by electrolysis was which element? An alkali metal with atomic number 19. Cameron.
Potassium.
That is correct. Symbol K. What position did Major League Baseball Hall of Famers Derek Jeter and Naman?
Shortstop.
That is correct. The Russian term for emperor, Tsar.
No.
Canoe?
Caesar.
That is correct. Is a derivative of what imperial Roman title? And that buzzer means the end of our match. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. Join us next week on Battle of the Brains as we welcome students from Douglas S. Freeman High School playing against Hermitage High School.
And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on to the second round in this season's competition. Ending our match today with a final score of 185 points, our team from Princess Anne High School. Great job today by Kevin, Kanul, Naman, and Cameron. And congratulations and best of luck with the rest of your school year. Our winners today with a final score of 345 points. Congratulations to our team from Ocean Lakes High School, Frankie, Clark, Jackson, and Kashik, and we will see you in the next round. Congratulations. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains. Presented by Invest 529.